President Maithripala Sirisena, who is currently on a tour to Germany, is set to meet with the country's business community today. Following the discussion, President Sirisena will leave for Austria, where he will attend a summit in the country's capital, Vienna.
The significant juncture in the president's visit to Germany was marked yesterday, where a number of bilateral agreements were inked between the two countries. The president was warmly welcomed by Angela Merkel yesterday. Aspects of economic concerns to both nations were taken up for discussions yesterday. Topics centered on education, kidney disease, renewable energy and fisheries were taken up for discussion yesterday. Therefore, we believe that the country's economy will be in a good state in the future. A special business forum which will see the participation of businessmen from both Germany and Sri Lanka will be held today. This will be considered as an important step for trade and investment in Sri Lanka, concluding the visit to Germany. The president will leave for a summit in Vienna, Austria today.
During an official discussion with German Chancellor Angela Merkel yesterday, President Maithripala Sirisena extended an open invitation to all Sri Lankans who sought refuge from Germany during the war to return to the island in order to experience the freedom. President Sirisena said that as Sri Lanka has now been transformed into a democratic country where all communities could live happily, those who went to Germany as refugees during the conflict era could return to the island to reap the benefits of the freedom which has been won. Speaking further, the president commended the assistance given by the government of Germany for the development of Sri Lanka over the past 5 decades, adding that his aim is to develop the long-standing partnership between the two countries into new areas of cooperation. Also addressing the press briefing, German Chancellor Angela Merkel said that she is happy with the democratic changes which took place in Sri Lanka under the leadership of President Maithripala Sirisena and expressed her satisfaction over establishing peace in the country. Asked by a Sri Lankan reporter why his country has not been invited to Germany for 43 years, Merkel replied.
Naja, der Grund war erstens, dass sich der Präsident für Deutschland interessiert hat und zweitens, dass wir der Überzeugung sind, dass sich in Sri Lanka vieles verändert hat.
The reason is that, first of all, the president showed interest in Germany, and second, that we are convinced that a lot has changed in Sri Lanka. That with this president, Sri Lanka has a good chance to peacefully overcome decades of war and differences. We want to recognize this by increasing our work. I think I may reveal that the president has invited me to Sri Lanka, so it doesn't necessarily have to take another 43 years until the German Chancellor comes to Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka eingeladen hat. Das heißt also, es müssen nicht wieder 43 Jahre vergehen, bevor ein Bundeskanzler nach Sri Lanka kommt.
President Maithripala Sirisena met German President Joachim Gauck at the Palace Bellevue in Berlin last evening, where the two leaders held discussions on bilateral relations between the two countries. The presidential media unit said that President Sirisena signed the guest book at the Palace Bellevue at the conclusion of the talks with the President of the Federal Germany. The President commended the assistance given by the government of Germany for the development of Sri Lanka over the past 5 decades. German President Gauck said that the government of Germany will provide its fullest cooperation for Sri Lanka's future journey in ensuring democracy.